Hey YouTube, Dawson Rider here with a review of the Kamen Rider Ryuga and DragBlacker set. Just because of what a giant box this is and how many other things are to get in here, I'm going to take a very quick look at the packaging and then get it out of here. I just put the figure there because. So, large packaging because it comes with both the figure and the dragon, just like Ryuki was. But pretty cool packaging, primarily black as you can see. Got a picture of Ryuga there, DragBlacker. Says the name there. You can see a little bit of the mirror effect around the side. These packages usually have a mirroring effect, or a cracked mirroring effect rather. You got the names there. You can see a little bit of the mirroring effect there. On the back here, it just kind of shows some pictures of what you can do. Final vent, you got them with some big stands and whatnot. And then here it really shows the cracked mirroring effect they have. Dragon Rider kick, sword vent, guard vent, strike vent, and it just basically shows all the stuff it comes with. So we're just going to set that out of the way, and we'll bring back in Ryuga right here. Stay. Doesn't want to stand. Okay, and then DragBlacker, which is right here. And then he obviously comes with quite a bit of stuff. That's what she said. Damn it, Ryuga, he doesn't like that's what she said jokes. So let's go ahead and just go over the stuff he comes with. First, the stuff I'm just not going to really pay much attention to, like him not standing up, which is the Tamashii stand. You do get a Tamashii stand in a bunch of different parts. It says Master Rider Ryuga on it. It is a neat looking stand, I suppose, you know, black with his symbol on it. It kind of looks like the deck. And then I just put together a standard stage as if you were to just put it on for him. But you do get a bunch of extra pieces for DragBlacker if you want to use it. I kind of linked a bunch of them together for like the effect of a longer piece. And then you do get a bunch of other pieces, some extra hinge joints, some extensions, more handles. So you can put them together really any way you want, depending on exactly what you want to do with them. I don't really want to waste your time with configuring different poses because, you know, I'm here to review it. I mean, obviously you can do that. I'm not going to really make use of it, so just know you can, you know, as you saw on the back of the box, do a variety of different poses with him and the dragon and the Tamashii stage if you get it to work. So anyway, otherwise, he does come with quite a bit of other stuff as well. He's got a lot of different hands, which is why I keep it in here. The closed fists, which are on him when you get him. I also have one for holding the card reader on him. But you get a bunch of different hands here. You've got sort of holding the card hand here, which is nice. You get various ones for holding the weapons, like this. And then some sort of angry martial artsy hands. Some sort of relaxed hands. And like I said, this is another one. It's kind of like the hand for just holding the card reader in place when you have it on him. And then pretty much the same over here. So you get a decent selection. These little pieces here, these little handles are for the shield, which I'll be showing shortly here. And then you get Strike Vent, which is a tinier version of DragBlacker's head, but very nicely painted as you can see. The black and silver looks really cool. All the details are pretty much present there. You can even open his mouth. I'll probably show that in a bit. You got some good articulation there for when you put it on his arm. Obviously, DragBlacker. Is there anything else? Oh yeah. Okay. So with his helmet, you can switch out if you want glowy red eyes or regular eyes. I'm not going to be able to show that because I broke one of them because I have a tradition of breaking figuarts. So right now I have on him the glowing red eyes one. Looks cool, right? I'll show it again. But so anyway, how you pull it off, I'm not even going to do it because I don't want to break this one, is you basically slide this off. So you can switch off this one or one with really no eyes. So I was switching them off when I was, you know, messing around with everything to make sure I knew everything for the review, or most everything, and it snapped in half. Because all I did was pull it off, and it's very, very delicate. So basically I pulled it off, and then it just went like this. It caved in. So I can show you what it looks like. I can reconstruct it very easily. So yeah, that's what it looks like. It's just a black base with no eyes or anything like that. Thankfully I was going to keep the red eyes on him since the Figma of Onyx already has the look like this, so I might glue this later, but it kind of looks like Bane broke him, and then he's like, ha, your mask is destroyed. Anyhow, so that's that. So yeah, that's a tradition. I break figures. So let's go ahead and take a look at Ryuga since we already did. Obviously, as you saw, I have the red eyes on him. The red eyes, Ryuga Dragon. So very, very cool looking, very nice touch. I know like in Wing Knight, it was really cool that you could sort of subtly see him under there. I was wondering how they were going to do it, but I guess they went with the switching out. So very nicely done on the head sculpt. The eyes look great. The no eyes do look cool as well. I did get to see it before I destroyed it. You got a symbol up here. He's kind of got this almost matte finish to him, which makes him look really nice. The black and gold sort of color scheme comes off really nicely. Gives this very armory look. The arms, those are supposed to come off, just so you know. I didn't break that. So the arms are all very nicely done. You kind of got this nice sort of dark gunmetal gray going on. Damn it! This one's always falling off. But yes, that is supposed to come off for shield pieces and whatnot. And then over here is the card reader, which you put on basically by removing this piece on this side, and then you attach that and then put his hand through this holder here. And as you can see, it's very nicely detailed, very shiny. All the details are there. It looks nice. It's actually functioning. You can pull it down like that. So cool. You got his belt down here. You can see his deck in there, and just like the other ones, it can slide out. So that's very cool. Yet again, it is supposed to do that. So very cool. It is very nice looking. They got all the details on the belt as well. His legs here are pretty boring, just basic spandex here. You do have his shin armor. But overall, very basic design, but they did a very good job on it. The material they used and whatnot gave him a very nice armory look. He is, you know, the same mold as Ryuki. He's just a repaint. But these figures are always really good, and so they continue that here. Articulation-wise, you do have a 360 ball joint here, swiveling here at the arm, double elbow joint here, hand swiveling, which is kind of hard to show with that, so hand swiveling. Joint here at the waist. There is one under the chest, but his armor is such a solid piece you can't really use it. 360 ball joint here, swiveling at his leg. Got your double elbow joint, knee joint. I always do that. Nice little ball joint here on his legs, or his foot, so you can get some wide range of movement. And as you just saw there, you got your toe action joint. So very standard, like I said, the same mold as Ryuki, and the Ryuki Figuarts molds are very, very nice. So this is a really great figure, just because the Ryuki mold is one of the best Figuarts molds of recent times, and you know, Ryuga / Onyx design is one of my favorites because I'm always a sucker for repaints. Or, you know, black repaints especially. So, and then here's DragBlacker, who is basically Drag Redder, but black. But very, very cool looking. As you can see, all the details look nice. I do like the black and silver scheme. As you can see, his mouth is open and closed. Very nice, very cool looking. You can just see all the details. Let's just kind of do a pan of the side here. He's pretty much fully articulated. You got all these different joints all throughout him. You got his, these are going to become shields, his sort of shield arm leg pieces, and that's going to be a sword. So just to get a look at him, he's very basic, you know, it's primarily black. You do have the silver designs here and the gold tips, but very nicely done, as you can see. And like, as you can see, I'll just keep saying as you can see, he's wide range of movements. You can get him in that sort of attack position, or you can have him like I have to have him usually for displays and kind of coil him like a snake. So yeah, very cool. As you saw, he does have different pieces for this. Here's the sword. I'm not going to bother just putting it in his hand because you can picture what that looks like. But here's the sword, which is his tail. Very cool looking. Once again, very nicely detailed. I like how they have the gloss here on the handle. You've got the little symbol here. The sword looks very nice. Very nicely done as usual. So you can put that back in him. So that's cool. And then the other piece of him that is interactive is his shield piece here. So you just pull that out like this, and then you can use that one of two ways here. The simplest way is to pull out this little notch here to reveal just a little hole, and then you line up this piece here, which has a peg, and you just kind of have to be patient with it because the peg is on like a little ball joint, so sometimes you can, like that, when you're trying to push it in, it'll just pull down, so it's can be a little bit annoying to try to get in there. There we go. And then once you do, you have a shield piece there. So that's the simplest way, and you can do it for both sides, but like I said, I don't really want to waste your time. But so yeah, you can do that. And the other way to do this is to pull this piece out here. Damn it. looks a little bit difficult because it's on a ball joint. There we go. I don't want to break it. And then you take this piece here and you get a handle. So I'm going to go ahead and actually take this off for now just because it's easier to show. And then you're basically just going to put this in his hand. I might have to do it. Sometimes it's easier for me to take the hand off and put it on there, but there we go. And then you get a sort of like on command shield, as opposed to like an arm shield. You got just like a regular shield. I'm doing the motion right now. This is just a fish. You can't see the type of motion I'm making. So you can do that as well. So you have a variety of choices to however you want to do it. Personally, I prefer to give him like the sword or nothing, and just, or a strike event maybe, and just keep the dragon assembled because the dragon's so cool. I suppose you could take out the bottom leg piece, and if you have him coiled like I do right now, you could just not tell that he was separated. But anyhow, that's very cool. Very simple system for using it. It's a lot simpler than the Figma system, which was just a little bit annoying and a lot of disassembling and whatnot going on. So if I can get this to stay in, we'll very quickly show off Strike Event before we get to the final verdict. You know, screw it. Just hold on a second. I'm going to put this back first. So put this back, and then put this little piece back in. And then you'll see that it actually kind of has like a puzzle piece line up here. And just place them back in here. There you go. So, cool. So for Strike Vent, you just take off his hand. And then the ball joint here is going to go in a little socket all the way in here. And then you get Strike Vent. A little bit of lining up, but then you can get it and be like, rah, Strike Vent and stuff. So anyway, I'm going to put his arm back on. Or his hand rather. But so yeah, very cool. Just like Ryuki, there's a lot of different things you can do with this guy, depending on which vent you want to pose him in, what weapon, what pose you want to do with the dragon. Just a lot of cool stuff, and I just realized I was putting the wrong little nobbin on him. Nobbin. Alright, so I'll just kind of get him in a generic, like, look, I'm a badass pose. And by badass, I mean I'm just going to stand here being so badass because all I have to do is stand. So anyway, I really love this figure. I do love the Ryuki figures quite a bit. I've always liked the designs. And in Figuarts in particular, they have kind of stepped up their game with this particular series. And the Ryuki figure was a fantastic figure, great mold, great articulation, no problems with paint or loose joints or anything. Just one of the best Figuarts mold recently. And like I said, I love Ryuga's design. So I very much love this figure. It's got two things I like, which is Ryuga's design and the awesome Ryuki mold. So if you are a fan of Ryuki or Dragon Knight, especially this design, I definitely recommend picking it up. It's very cool. Just real quick here, right before I forget, here it is next to the Figma. As you can see, the Figmas aren't bad figures, but quite a big difference. And you can see the different head sculpt there. It's like the black no eye version. But so, yeah, that's the difference. But so anyway, overall recommendation, I do enjoy the figure quite a bit. So until next time, make sure you check out the Crazy Podcast and Writers, Ranges, and Rambles. Until next time, it's Dawson Rider, signing out.